everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Derek and this is the Guidebook, and tonight we're taking the Jeep on a camping trip. Most of the time when we're camping, we take the truck because we have the sleeping setup in the back and it's much more comfortable for long drives. But since this is just a short overnight trip and Catherine's away for the weekend, I thought I'd take out the Jeep. I finished work a little later than expected today, so I'm hoping I'll still be able to find a campsite tonight. Every campsite I have passed so far has been full. There's one more little camping area down here, and I'm hoping I can get a site. I got the last available site. Camping is only allowed in designated sites here, and there aren't that many campsites, so I'm so glad I was able to find a spot. It's literally the last spot on this road, so I'm really happy with that, and we got a really cool view over here. Wait. Good boy. Unlike the truck, we can't camp in the Jeep, it's way too small. So tonight I brought our little pop-up tent and an air mattress, so we should be pretty comfortable. I can understand why no one took this spot. There isn't really a single flat area on it, but this seems to be the flattest area, so I'm gonna get this tent set up here. And I'll show you how quick and easy this thing is to set up. It's crazy. First I'm gonna put down a tarp because the bottom of that tent's actually pretty thin, and we've actually already torn a few little tiny holes in the bottom of it. This is how the tent packs up in the bag. You just kind of take this off of here and let it go. A little hard to maneuver by yourself. And there you go, it's pretty much all set up. If you want to, you can put the stakes in to really stake it down and make it more secure. I usually just throw my gear in there and it seems to hold it in place pretty well, so I don't usually bother with the stakes. Now I just gotta throw in the air mattress and blow that up and we're ready to go. Actually, I forgot a step. I'm gonna throw this moving blanket in first, and then I'll put the air mattress on top of that. And that just kind of protects the air mattress from getting popped by any sharp rocks or sticks under the tent. To blow up the air mattress, I'm just gonna use my Jackery and this little 12-volt pump. And there you go, we're all set up. Not as quick as the truck, but it probably only took like 5 minutes. This campsite isn't flat, but it sure does have a beautiful view. Honestly, I'm pretty happy I took out the Jeep to camp because this would not have been a great spot for the truck and there were no more spots. And since the Jeep's never really been on the channel before, I'll give you all a quick rundown on it. This is my 2010 Jeep Wrangler Sahara that I got stock back in 2013, and since then I have upgraded it with a 3.5-inch long arm suspension, 35-inch tires, off-road bumpers, and lower gearing. When I was originally modifying this Jeep, I was living on the East Coast and I was doing more rock crawling and things like that, and since I've been out in Colorado, I've actually been thinking about lowering the lift a little bit and making this a little bit better of an overland rig. Right now, it is rough driving this thing long distances. It's not very fun. It's so fun to drive on trails and off-road and things like that, but I want to make it more comfortable to drive longer distances so we can start taking it on more camping trips. One thing I've noticed about this site is some trash has been left behind. So I'm going to walk around real quick and pick all this trash up because it's really important to leave every campsite better than you found it. Just exploring around a little bit up from camp, and this sunset is so beautiful tonight. Look at those mountains. Our campsite's right down there. One of the other reasons I took the Jeep on this trip is because it forces me to slow down. With my truck camper set up, I don't really have to do anything when I get to camp. So I'll hike past sunrise, get to camp after dark, go to bed, and then get up before sunrise, leave, and then go start a sunrise hike, and I just pack like so much in every day, and it can be exhausting, and I'm already feeling kind of burnt out right now with work and a bunch of stuff. Like, I'm already tired. So I thought it'd be fun just to take the Jeep out with Tuck and have a chill little camping night and probably do a little bit of hiking tomorrow, but nothing crazy. So tonight we're just gonna hang out, make some dinner, and take in these beautiful views. You just can't wait to get out of the tent, buddy. Good morning. It looks like we're gonna have a beautiful sunrise. It was a little windy last night, so I wasn't sure how the weather was going to be today, but it is such a calm morning now. Okay, good boy. While Tucker eats, I'm going to pack up camp and take down the tent. Now that I got everything packed up, I'm going to make some oatmeal for breakfast. You being needy? You need to hold hands? Okay. It's still really windy though, so I might grab a few rocks and put them here so the wind's not blowing the stove too much. Hopefully this will block the wind enough that I can get the oatmeal cooked. I haven't really camped out of the Jeep since college, so I just kind of grabbed a bunch of things that I thought I'd need for this trip, and I threw them in there, and it's been working out fine so far. But I think I do kind of want to build a setup for the Jeep. I think I want to make some storage back there, still leave plenty of room for his dog bed, but just have some storage so we can put things in there a little bit easier and everything can have a place, and maybe bring some more legitimate gear. We have a little single burner propane stove. We'd probably bring that instead of just this little tiny burner, and bring some other larger cookware and some other things like that, and probably our other smaller camp chairs and our little folding table that we use in the truck as well. I think those would be good additions. I do kind of want to dial in a setup for camping in the Jeep because I do want to start taking it on more summer camping trips. There are a few places that I don't really feel comfortable driving in the truck, but the Jeep would have no problem getting there, and I think those would be really cool places to camp. So I want to kind of refine it and get a setup kind of dialed in so we can take the Jeep more and not just solely rely on the truck for camping trips. Might have added too much water. We'll see though once this kind of solidifies a little bit. I somehow actually got the perfect amount of water in here. Now that we have everything packed up, I'm doing one last little check just to make sure I'm leaving a clean camp. Still some ice out on the lake. This is beautiful up here, but I'm pretty sure this whole area is paid if you're gonna stop and hike or swim or anything like that. So I'm just gonna show you real quick and then keep on moving. The sign back there just said dangerous water crossings, so I'm gonna give this a little bit of mustard coming through here. Didn't need four-wheel drive or anything, but that was pretty deep. We've actually been up in this area before in the truck, and we were driving all around one night trying to find a campsite. All the campsites were taken, and we came down this way looking for more campsites, and right when we got to that water crossing, that's where we turned around in the truck. That's one of the reasons I wanted to come up here in the Jeep, is because I knew no matter where I went, I'd be able to get through in the Jeep. It's just so capable compared to the truck, and I really wanted to explore this area more. So the road's definitely getting a little hairier. Not really bad for the Jeep at all, but I wouldn't really want to drive the truck down this. You could probably still make it, but it wouldn't be quite as easy in the truck. Today we're going to be hiking the Upper Cheesman Canyon Trail, and this is the perfect day for it. The weather is amazing. This is just so beautiful. Just for reference, I have hiked this trail 2 times before, but I just keep coming back because I think it's a beautiful trail. Look at that water. Made it down to the river. This is the turnaround point of the trail. Ooh. It is such a beautiful day. We just left the Upper Cheesman Canyon Trail and we're gonna make our way home now. We're gonna be kind of along the river for a good amount of time here, so I'm gonna try to find a place where we can get out and tuck and go in the water. I've passed quite a few pull-offs for the river now, but all of them have had a bunch of fishermen at them so far, and I don't want to get in their way or disturb their fishing, so I'm going to try to find one that doesn't have a lot of fishermen at it. I'm surprised he hasn't laid down yet. This is like the longest he's been in the water without laying down in a long time. Tuck got to cool off in the stream for a little while, and now we're headed home. That's going to be it for this video. I know it's a little different than our usual videos, but I really just needed a short little chill overnight camping trip in the Jeep, and it was great. I had a really nice time just kind of hanging out and relaxing a little bit more than I usually do. If you enjoyed this video, then subscribe to the channel, and remember, always leave it better than you found it.